Hey, what's up? This is Bodycam Confessions, and I am Toby. Today we are watching the old boyfriend stalking the ex-girlfriend, and this one ends up pretty crazy.
Stumble through the blue and the red, but I still feel the light as I fall into a safe place to
One thing I will say is, when we're young and everybody's in love with, each other, really. Girls get sprung on boys, boys get sprung on girls. It's like a big thing. When you first start to feel that way about another person when you're that young, it feels like, like that's the one for you. Like this is your soulmate forever, right? Like you're never going to meet anybody as good as this person, and that ends up making kids act crazy. I've seen it myself. I've never seen anything like this video, but I've definitely seen some kids that were just a little bit over the top about breakups, and you're like, man, settle down, man, settle down. You'll meet somebody else. Just calm down. So today we're watching. This is James Rayl. This is about a man who was in love with somebody. He had a girlfriend, and then they broke up, and then he just couldn't get over it. And so he keeps showing up unwanted, and it kind of eventually leads to this. So enjoy.
James, she doesn't want to talk to you.
911, what's your emergency?
He's trying to walk. I'm sorry, he's trying the door. No, answer the dad.
Get off my porch!
On July 31st, 2022, a family is left shaken after an unexpected visitor refuses to leave when his knocks go unanswered. When he attempts to force his way inside their home, the family scrambles for a way to stop him. The result...
Even the look on his face is crazy. He doesn't even look like he's all there. He's like seeing red right now. He's so emotionally involved, and he's blacking out. You can tell he just looks like probably a decent kid. He just is being dumb.
Resulting confrontation ends in disaster, with every terrifying moment captured by the Ring camera. The following is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before. Just before 11 a.m. on July 31st, 2022, 22-year-old Allison Ducrow and her mother Stacy return from breakfast to their home in Sidney, Ohio. As they near their door, an unknown vehicle pulls into their driveway.
Stop it, Allie. Boy, in the house.
A few seconds later, the driver of the vehicle approaches the house. Through the Ring camera on their door, Allison recognizes the visitor as her ex-boyfriend,
See, the way he's looking at the camera is kind of like he just looks upset. He's got that crazy intense look on his face. He doesn't look like a tough guy. I can tell you right now, if that was my daughter, I probably just would have stepped outside and been like, what's your problem? But he looks like, especially the way this video goes, like he's up to no good. It's just kind of hard to tell.
22-year-old James Rayl. At this point, James has been standing on the Ducrow's porch for about 3 minutes.
James, she doesn't want to talk to you. James.
While James never responds to Stacy, he soon leaves the porch.
I don't know any kids, anybody that age at all that would, I think he's like 22, they said, not that would just ignore like the parents like that and just be like, oh, screw what she says, I'm gonna stand right here until Allie talks to me or whatever. Like, that's very bold. I wonder if he's on drugs or something, or drunk.
This may have seemed like the anticlimactic end to the eerie encounter, but unfortunately it was only the turning point in what would soon have a disastrous end. Though he disappears from the view of the Ring camera, James walks around the property. A few minutes later, he's spotted again, returning to the door.
Wait, he's leaving. Hey, he's coming back. Nope, I'm coming.
See, so now it's sketchy, because not only is dude not acting right, he just left and came back. Like he might have went and grabbed something. So at this point, I don't know if dude has a weapon or what, but that's where my brain would be, is like, why did he just go back to his car or something?
James, she doesn't want to talk to you.
On the other side of the door, Allison calls 911.
911, what's your emergency?
There's some guy on my front porch, and he won't leave, and he's got his hands behind his back, and he won't answer me on the ring.
Okay.
But he left me a voicemail on my phone last night.
Yeah.
He's trying to lock. I'm sorry. He's trying the door. No, don't answer the dad.
Get off my porch!
Dad! No! Oh, my God. Can you please hurry?
Okay. Do you know who he is?
This is all over a girl.
Ma'am?
We have guns.
James, no. Get off my porch.
Okay, so at this point, like, this is so, like, intense, because I would just be like, are you kidding me? He's trying to come in the house? Like, I think they're doing a pretty good job right now, Dad is, just by saying, hey, James, don't do anything stupid, just stay outside, don't come in here. But he's just keeps trying to force his way in the house. It's one thing to be some kid that's in love and head over heels over some chick, and now he's, like, acting kind of silly. But this is a whole nother level when you're trying to bust into a house with, not only are you trying to bust in someone's house, you're trying to bust in their house when you know they're on the other side of the door. You got the daughter, the mom, and the dad just chilling right there. He's talking to them. He's not talking to them, but he can hear them. He knows they're there. So this is crazy that he's even pursuing this, trying to keep pushing through the door. That's nuts. That's crazy. Now he's trying to bust it down. That's crazy.
Three shots are fired, and James stumbles back and off the porch. He doesn't make it far before he falls. All that is visible in the ring camera are his feet, where he's now lying in the driveway in front of Stacy's vehicle.
Okay, so I was reading the article about this, and there's one thing about what I read in the article from what I just saw that kind of bugged me. So the article was saying that as he was knocking on the door, he tried to, like, you know, get in the house, and then he ran away after they told him to leave, and then they shot him in the back as he was running. That's not exactly what happened there, you know, and I'm kind of sick of media twisting narrative to try and get somebody in trouble. That's kind of like you're at school and you watch some guy beat up another guy, but you knew he was defending himself, but because you didn't like him, you decided to say he was carrying a weapon or something. You just make up a lie. Like, why? Just to get the other person in trouble? That's weird. That's weird, especially coming from media who you should be able to trust. The news is never honest, and I just could never understand why. Like, what's the point of I don't know. It seems evil almost. It's crazy.
I'm sorry. Attempting to gain entry into the room. Still getting further.
Please hurry. I'm sorry.
Ma'am?
As the Ducro family reels from the sudden and horrific event, one of their neighbors, Jeff, who heard the commotion, heads over to see what happened.
What's up, Jeff?
Okay, wait. He's fine. He don't have nothing. He don't have no gun. Don't do anything. Did you shoot him?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. He ain't going nowhere.
Inside,
That was crazy. He's like, did you shoot him? He don't know what's going on. He just knows that this dude's laying in front of the garage. He's got no weapon, but, like, honestly, at this point, you kind of have to assume he does. Why is he going to try and walk into a house where he knows three people are on the other side of that door with no... He don't look like a tough guy. Like, what's he going to do? Hurt somebody? He doesn't look like he was going to do anything, but he might have had a weapon. If he had a weapon, he might have done something. So, I don't know.
Allison has remained on the phone with 911.
He broke through the door and my dad shot at him.
Ma'am, he shot at him?
Yes.
Do we know where he is?
No. Where is
This information. Male says they're close to the door. There's been a shot fired. Still getting further.
Can you please hurry, please?
Yes.
I don't know where he is.
Did he run or is he still there?
I really don't know, ma'am. I'm hiding.
Okay, where is your dad?
He's at the front door holding it shut.
Ma'am, I need you to calm down enough to tell me, has he been shot?
I think so. I don't want to look. Please don't.
And that was genuine. I mean, I don't think she has any idea. She's on the other side. She doesn't want to go out there and look. She doesn't even know if he got hit or not. It sounds like it to her because the other dude came over and said she saw him laying there, or he saw the dude laying there. So obviously she's probably assuming he got shot, but she didn't see it. It was shot through the door.
Out front, Jeff is soon joined by his son, and they both take a closer look at where James is lying in the driveway.
Dude, I don't.
You better hurry up and get an ambulance down here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's about dead. He's dead. So he's having a hard time breathing right now.
He's gone.
No, he ain't going yet. He's still breathing. I see he's still breathing.
Wow.
He's still breathing. He's having a hard time breathing.
Did they get him in the chest?
I don't see any blood. He's still breathing, but barely.
Man, stop staring at this man, bro.
I hear him. He's dead. He died.
Just before the police arrive, Allison and her father...
You can see they're disturbed by that whole thing. Like, you can see the son's like, he's like pacing back. He's like, what? He's like, he doesn't even want to look at him. I don't blame him, dude. Like, that's not for everyone.
Mitch can be heard speaking over the 911 call.
No, I'm not mad at you. Thank you. Come here. I'm okay. Dad, you're the best dad ever. You just saved my life. Dad, at that rate, there's nothing you could have done. You saved my life.
Officers from the Sidney Police Department arrive soon after and find Jeff waiting for them on the front lawn of the Ducros house.
Who's got the gun? Who's got the gun? Who has a gun?
The people inside here shot this guy here, was trying to break into their house. The guy's dead. He died.
Okay, but where's the guy with the gun?
The guy's dead right here.
Where's the guy with the gun?
Inside the house. He was a homeowner.
Okay.
I tried to break in the house.
See, sometimes cops can come across as a little aggressive, but really they don't have time to bullshit. They don't have time to sugarcoat anything. They just have to tell you straight up, man. Like, where's the gun, man? Like, there's somebody over there. It's like, I don't care. We'll get to that. Where's the gun? This is all about safety right now. I just got here. I know someone here has a gun that shot somebody. I don't know who it is, but I got to figure it out before anything else happens.
Okay.
And the guy was just basically protect himself.
Okay, you guys have your gun down?
Yeah, we're right here.
This guy just died.
Some of the newly arriving officers head inside to speak with the Ducros, who have yet to emerge from the residence. They find Mitch standing in the doorway.
Mitch, are you okay?
No.
His heart.
Okay.
He's got.
Always sit. Well, you want to sit down?
I'm all right.
Okay. We just want to keep this area here as it is, so we don't want to move anything. Okay. Your Ring doorbell camera work?
It does.
Okay. You want a squad to check you out? Check your heart rate or anything out?
No, I take my medicine. I didn't take it today.
Okay. Do you mind at least just stepping over here? We're gonna keep this this is gonna technically be a crime scene right here. Okay.
I'm sorry, I just answered his phone call. No, you didn't have to answer his phone call.
As the investigation will eventually reveal, James didn't just call Allison. He also left a chilling voicemail, which will be played later.
Information or
I'm going to wait because 59's on the way. We're going to contact him. Obviously, this is going to be theirs. We're just going to hold tight until we see what he wants.
While they wait for detectives to arrive and take over, one of the officers scans the scene.
Just watch it. I see two brass, one in the carpet and one right there right now.
How many shots did you fire?
Three.
Just get us to work.
There it is. There's a third. It's right there by the trim.
Allison appears to be especially shaken by what has just occurred.
So you guys just comfort each other, keep each other calm, work together. Just stay sitting down. If you want to lay on your back and just kind of stay flat, just that way if you do pass out, you're already laying down.
She isn't the only one rattled. Mitch soon breaks down as the officer follows him into the bedroom to collect his ID.
Just take a deep breath.
Okay, so here you go. Here's the reality of it. You're going to see how this has affected him. He didn't want to shoot nobody. That was self-defense. He was sticking up for his daughter. The dude was coming in. Didn't know if he had weapons. What if the dude had a gun, broke in, killed all three of them, right? So the daughter's right. He's a hero. He didn't unload the clip. He shot three through the door, hit him. Unfortunately for the kid, he passed away. But I mean, he just shouldn't have been there in the first place. When he was asked to leave, he should have left, right? Like, it's sad, but it's true. And I read an article just earlier when I was looking into this case about how this guy was laughing in the interrogation, how he thought it was funny. That's what I'm saying about media. Look, they did it again. I just talked about how they're not honest. Now, boom, another example. They're just going to keep popping up.
Okay. Here, you can put your wallet back over there, okay?
Out front, other officers attempt to administer aid to James. They place an AED, or automated external defibrillator, onto James' chest and wait for results.
Call for help. Apply pads to patient's bare chest as shown.
8537.
No shock advised. It is safe to touch the patient.
Tragically, it seems it's far too late to help James. Once again, Jeff offers an explanation.
How long has he been down?
Oh, he's been there for a good 10 minutes.
Okay, we're not doing anything.
Yeah, I watched about 7 or 8 minutes ago, take his last couple breaths. That was it. He died. This is his car running right here. He tried to kick in the back door, and he came along the front. He tried to hit it.
Bring me, you got a blanket? He's 16.
22-year-old James Rayl is declared dead at the scene. Inside the house, Allison informs the officer that she has a heart condition and is having chest pains. Emergency services are notified and begin heading to the home.
Just don't lean on anything to where, because if you pass out, your arms won't hold you up anymore, okay?
It isn't long before emergency services arrive, as they'd been on their way before their call was canceled when James was declared deceased.
You want just your blood pressure or anything checked, sir?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not feeling...
It's going to be high, I'm sure. That's expected.
Guys, don't apologize.
The two crows are all medically cleared, and soon the detectives arrive.
All right, how we doing? Good better. Reacting to that. Everybody okay in here then? For the most part? Okay. Definitely exciting, huh? Not really. Why? No. It's good to have that ring. It's very good to have that ring because that door makes it look bad.
Later that same day, each of the Ducros came down to the police station to retell their version of events. As Allison was the closest to James, she provides much of the background. However, what she shares likely isn't what investigators expect to hear about their relationship.
How long did you guys date?
Okay, so it was like an on and off thing for a couple of years.
Okay.
I want to say in total maybe like a year and a half if we added it all up.
Really, she was with him for a couple years, so that just tells you, she obviously at one time liked this kid, so whether or not he was acting crazy or being, I have kids around that age, and they're definitely not crazy like that kid is, but, I can relate. It makes me feel terrible for the family, it makes me feel bad for the parents, and it makes me feel bad for her because she's the one that has to live with this forever, just because she couldn't break up with a guy and without him losing his mind.
All through your high school years or after you graduated?
It started in high school and then it went out of high school.
Okay.
Just very briefly.
Allison says they remained friends even during the times they were broken up. However, that all changed after their final breakup around 2019, over 3 years earlier.
What caused that breakup?
He was just being a
Wow. This was 3 years ago when they broke up. That's different. That is that's crazy. This kid has issues. That's a whole nother. That's stalking. Like, that is, for 3 years you've been thinking about this girl, and now you're still so upset after 3 years that you show up at her house and then try and break in. Yeah, you weren't up to anything good, man. Sorry, bro.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
We're all adults here. You can say whatever you need to say.
He was just being rude all the time, and I was just like, I don't want to put up with it.
Was he ever abusive physically or mentally?
Well, maybe mentally a little bit. He was just getting in my head a bunch.
When he got mad, what kind of things? Was he aggressive at all?
He would just tell me everything that was wrong with me. He would say that nobody was going to love me anymore.
And then the voicemail or the call last night, when's the last time you had talked to him?
It was either the beginning of last year or the end of the year before.
Allison hadn't spoken to or heard from James in over a year. That is, until he called her the night before. Around 11 p.m., James left Allison a now haunting voicemail.
Hi, Allie. It's James. I just wanted to reach out to you because I just wanted to see how you're doing and maybe hear from you if that would be all right, I guess. It's been a while since I've talked to you, and I don't know. I feel like it, I don't know what I feel. I do know that I do want to talk to you, though. I do. It'd be nice. It'd be sweet. It's probably late right now, but if you want tomorrow, you could probably give me a call. And yeah, that's about it. Please give me a call back. Thank you.
Allison.
Wow, that's chilling because I've never heard that, and that kind of, you could hear what kind of soft kid he was just through it, and that's nuts. After 3 years, he still feels this way, and he's just wants to talk to her. That's nuts. That's crazy. I mean, I've been in relationships with women in the past, and that stuff's gone now. You know what I mean? It's way in the past. If I was still thinking about those kind of things, I would get some help because that's pretty intense.
Never returned his call.
Did he call out to you or anything when you got there?
No, he literally did not even say a word, which was, it like put my little radars up. I was like, that's not normal.
That made me kind of nervous. Went in, got my 9.
And the door started popping open. I don't know how he broke the glass of the door because like when the jam or whatever splits off, he is starting to get in.
The door had to be shut when he shot because the window, it's got the holes through it in the glass.
Yeah, but it's definitely forced open.
Oh, it's definitely forced. I don't know if it was...
Hits and bounces back.
Hits, bounces back. Very good chance it did that.
It looked like he hit that somebody with some force.
Oh, I mean, that's off the door frame right there. And those aren't short screws. There's 3-inch screws, you know that.
And once I realized he was getting in and the door was open is when I shot. Did you shoot through the door? I shot through the window part of the door because the door was open and he was coming in.
Following the shooting, some of the officers at the scene discussed James's injuries.
Was he hit once? All you've seen in the shoulder?
Yeah, that shoulder.
How's Dad doing? He is shook up, but he's maintaining. From the moment we got here, he was extremely shook up. He's made several comments thinking that how bad he screwed up.
The detective speaking with Allison attempts to get a little more background information about James, hoping to better understand the day's terrible events.
Do you know if he was on any drugs or has he ever done any drugs that you know of?
He has done drugs.
Okay, do you know what his drug of choice is?
He liked to do acid a lot.
As his interview ends, Mitch makes a request.
I want to see if they got any other questions they need me to ask you or anything like that. And then if they do, I'll be back in. If not, I'll send it in as quickly as possible. I know you said you didn't want to be in here alone. Don't make it long, please.
According to news sources, a grand jury eventually decided not to indict Mitch Ducro on any charges related to the death of James Rayl.
There's one single video that's...
All right, so while we got the P word up here, I'm just going to close this thing up. This is a sad story, but hey, that's what happens, man. Like, you got to defend yourself. You got to defend your family. It doesn't really matter. It's at all cost. And, you need to, I hope the kid wasn't, frying balls on acid. I don't know what would have made him do this, but, I feel bad for his family. I feel bad for all the families involved. But this is a crazy body cam. This is a crazy one. So make sure you subscribe. Please leave a comment and throw us a like. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.